launch tomorrow.
That's right. Yes.
Before we have the break.
Well, it's they say the taste of the pudding is in the eating, and in Igbo language, we say so I've not had the opportunity of going through that book, so I'll wait until tomorrow when His Excellency Mr. Governor unpacks that book, and then we'll have opportunity of going through it and see, his thoughts. And I was talking about legacy and succession planning in Africa. So in putting together this compilation, I think the governor has done a good thing, such that it's a footnote in history. Because after him, there'll be other people that will occupy Douglas House. That's what you call it in
Yes.
It's important to read what happened at what time. And I know that Imo State, it hasn't been easy for the governor over the past years, because of the security issues. I remember the jailbreak. That was very, it was all over the place, and it's been one wahala, as we say in Africa. But the Owerri that we're seeing now appears calmer and saner. I remember last year when I came for my father-in-law's burial, and people told me all kinds of stories that I wouldn't be able to move around. But I came here and I was free. I used to go to and it wasn't like people made it out to be. So, in that sense, you can see that stability has gradually turned back. And it's not just Imo State. This is a problem that we all have in the South. I come from Anambra State, and just this morning I updated my Facebook page with stories about some of the bad guys, kidnappers that were caught at Achala, all kind of. So this insecurity thing is not just peculiar to Imo State, and it's good to see that the governors are also doing their bit. More needs to be done though, and the people also have a role to play. Like they say, see something, say something.
Say something.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good one. So talking about tomorrow's visit and about the programs of the Hope agenda.
Yes,
Renewed Hope agenda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so, it will be a good thing to receive the president. No matter what you think about him, he's still the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And you know what the Bible tells us. We are believers in this part of the world. He said that the Bible tells us to pray for people that are in positions of authority, because it is the will of God that they should be occupying those positions today. Yes, people of the Southeast may feel that we're left holding the long end of the stick. What do I mean by that? I mean in terms of opportunities, economic opportunities, political opportunities for our people. And I belong to the ruling party, I belong to the APC, but I'm also one of those voices, that are always on social media and I always call on the government, at federal government level, state level, to also find ways of bridging some of the challenges in terms of the injustice, social injustice, in terms of, our people think that we're not just we're not being carried along in the scheme of things. I mean, at the federal level. Okay. So tomorrow will be an opportunity, and I hope there will be opportunity, because it's not an easy thing to bring the whole of Nigeria to your state. So a lot of people are coming into the state tomorrow from across Nigeria. So tomorrow will be a good opportunity to listen to Mr. President, to find out, to tell him, it will be a heart-to-heart talk, and to say, yes, you've done well in some areas, but we believe, people of the Southeast believe that, more needs to be done for our people. Because we hear about all these projects that are happening in other parts of the country, and we're asking ourselves, what about us? So, but let's hear him out first. Maybe there are some things that he has done that we don't know. And at the point it appeared that there's only people from a particular part of the country that were getting political appointments and all that. But, we are resilient people, and it will be nice, and we're very welcoming, and it will be nice to see when the president arrives tomorrow, welcome him, receive him, give him the wonderful reception, and also have opportunity, having heart-to-heart conversation with him to say, hey, you're the father of the nation, and then let's see what happens after that.
Okay, that's a good one. So let's is it 2014 or so
No,
So
2024.
was it
I was here last year. Yes.
when you came that you weren't able to move about?
No, I was. I said when I was coming, people
Okay.
told me all kinds of stuff. Anyway, I stayed in your hotel. But when I arrived, it wasn't. That wasn't what I saw.
It was faint.
I was able to move around. Just even today already.
Have you observed this kind
Today already, since we arrived and we did all the work we did with His Excellency and with Dr. Sunday Dari, the special advisor to Mr. President on media publicity. After that, we went to one local joint, but I'm not permitted to say the name of that joint. And I ate correct,
Owerri.
not Owerri. No, I'll do Owerri tomorrow by God's grace. What I did today was vegetable.
Okay.
Vegetable. I mean, it was nice, man. Honestly, So Owerri has always been an Ungwari. Owerri has always been an Ungwari place.
Yeah, of course.
I remember back in the days of Ndaleti. We know Ndaleti now. We know Kumango.
Yeah,
Wait,
Kumango.
now we've done all these things. So I'm a correct Owerri boy because I grew up in Aba.
Okay.
So then, we used to come into, then we used to have Mr. White nightclub, Idora supermarket, so I know this town very well because when we were growing up, it was just Imo State, before they created Abia State. So I can tell you, and even when I went to university at the University of Owerri, I studied communication arts. I used to spend my vacation at Anambra Imo River Basin at Olapo.
Yeah.
I had my cousin then, late Peter Wokafor. I used to intern at the PR office there. So every weekend then I'll come into Owerri. So I don't know how it happened. I also married a woman from Owerri.
Yeah,
So I think you guys also need to give me land because yes, because I've always promoted your DG, if you're Mrs. Chief. She knows I'm always promoting Owerri, and you guys need to give me a chieftaincy title. I'm one for Owerri.
Correct. Wrong.
Yes.
So you've moved around Owerri. So what are your impressions about the governor's project?
So I've seen Owerri. Owerri is expansive. What I mean by expansive is I like the roads. I think they're like 6-lane roads, traffic lights and everything. And I didn't see congestion. I remember back in the day when we were coming to Owerri, traffic was a problem, movement was a problem in Owerri. You remember what the area I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
But now it's easy to get around and I see all the shortcuts and all that. But of course, that's not to say that there's always room for improvement in everything you do in life. But so far, so good. With the International Convention Center that is coming on stream tomorrow, and with a whole lot of other things the governor is doing, the flyover is coming in, and the other projects I don't even know. So and I hear there's also a digital village or something that the governor is doing. So these are all the things that we will have the opportunity of seeing tomorrow. So just to encourage him and to ask the people of Imo State to keep on supporting the governor, keep on supporting Mr. President. And then, like I said, tomorrow we'll have a heart-to-heart conversation with the president and see where we go from there.
That's it. Thank you very much for coming to Owerri and
Yes.
of course visiting.
And before
Orient.
I leave, let me thank and appreciate my own sister, Chief Mrs. Ifi Onyebule, the Director General of Imo Broadcasting Corporation. And this is from a kindred brother to a kindred sister. I was for 8 years the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of Anambra Broadcasting Service. So I've been in her shoes and I see that, you guys are doing your best, despite the challenges. And I hope that I'll have the opportunity before I leave town to, whisper a few things to the ears of Mr. Governor.